Hello everybody. So let's continue doing our portfolio website. So in the last video we just put the footer in there. We didn't commit it, so let me commit it right now. Added footer. And let's continue. So now what we need to do is we need to create inner views, the portfolio. And this one actually need to be portfolio.view. And inner router, we need to import it. And pretty much we are taking this and let's do over here portfolio. Perfect. So now that we know, let's see if our application is still running. It is. Our portfolio is being getting rendered. Let me just do name portfolio. And let's put hello there. Oh, it's in this section. So let me do. As we remember, the navbar have a where we specify that. Here, a height of 24. That means that here we can actually do some kind of class and we can margin top 24. Oh, there you go. Hello there is there. As you can see, I have my navbar, I have my footer in my portfolio website. Why? Because those being rendered in the application view. And depending the page is just going to be rendered in the middle. So what I'm doing here is my navbar and portfolio always going to be there. That's going to be perfect. So before we actually continue there, I want to do a really hack, a little bit hack, because I want to my navbar to be transparent here, but I want it to be red over here. And I don't want to copy over again the same element twice. So through the router, I believe we can do something like this. And let me just actually put it like a new paragraph. I can look for my router.path. And probably this route, no router. So portfolio, okay. Let me remove that and let me put it, actually let me put it in the footer. I will put it here just for like a quick, where my, so my path is main one and portfolio. My path is forward/portfolio. So I can actually see where I'm landing programmatically. And because I can do that, we can do something really cool. So let me remove actually that because I don't need it there. I go to my navbar and I will create bdata is home is going to be false by default. I will remove this over here and I will create another class and that part is dynamic. So this specifies a static class. This never changed. This is a dynamic class. And this we're going to verify if is home. I'm going to render and we need to put single quote that is not, I don't render anything there. Cool. So by default, actually they need to be true. Perfect. If it is home, and I did the other way around. So actually, if it's home, don't render anything. If it's not home, do the background red. So if I go to my home, perfect, and this changed to false, it give me that. Cool. So what I want to do now, how can I specify that? So right here, instead of specifying like true or false, it's going to put this dot route dot path equal to this, and that's it. With this, we are going to specify if we are in home or we are not in home. We'll refresh it. Oh, sorry. We are doing an evaluation that actually need to be double. Oh, something extra is happening there. Yeah, I need to change this approach. So it will not actually not work. So another way that we can actually do, instead of using bit data, I will call the props. Props are elements that you send to a specific component, and I will this will call is home. Type boolean, and I will show you how to do. And by default, is true. So if you don't specify that, by default you are in home. So that's the default value. And I need to change the approach of how I actually calling my navbar. So my navbar is not going to be called over here anymore. So I can remove it. And now I need to call it, in this case here. I will create a main div element. Everything is going to be inside that. And I will call my navbar. Of course, I need to import it. Import navbar from components navbar, and I need to register it. Cool. And we can see it there. My home directory have it. My portfolio doesn't have it because I didn't import the navbar there. So I will use in my portfolio again a main div that we need to have everything in one element. That's why we put in that div there, like encapsulated everything. And I will do exactly the same. And because I'm lazy, I just go to home, copy this, go to home, copy the component sections. There you go. Ooh, didn't like it. Navbar, yes. Oh, yeah, it's there. But now I need to specify is home false. Is home is like this. Oh my god. My linter is changing my name. So what I need to do here is this was going to be is home. I need to find out how to remove that. Give me a minute, let me figure it out. Okay, I'm back. So I figured out, we just this another hack over the hack. So what I actually did is my is home, everything is lowercase. So in order to make complication right now, and later I will figure out what I actually do there. But everything is lowercase, as you can see, and by default is true. So if we don't specify the is home, it's going to be true, and when it's true, very much, we are not put that shadow and we are not put that background red. Only when there is not a home. So in home, I don't specify that, so I'm actually sending that I'm inside the home directory. In my portfolio, I just put it, I bind it dynamically, that's why I put those columns there, and say that it's not home, like it's home equals false. That's what we render is having my navbar like this, and my portfolio like this, the way that I like it. So let's continue doing the portfolio myself. So let me just commit everything. Behavior. And because I don't know how to type, let's just put just navbar color. Perfect. And now let's actually start working with a particular portfolio website. So for that, I will create a new, and I'm looking at my notes right now. So we have with a padding on the top, the way that we actually did it in order to make this work. And we're going to specify that my minimum height is going to be my screen. My width is going to be my screen. Top, flex column, flex grab. That means that every element when you get at the end is going to jump like a new line. And I want to put this justify center, items, center, and I want to have a margin, a padding on the red of 8. Perfect. We save that. And let's put actually another div. And this one is the one that's going to be repetitive over the time. And this div is going to be pretty much my container of the elements. And I will show you that. So I want to have a full width. So this one I'm constraining the sizing and saying that it's going to take everything and then go a little bit in the middle. And from that, the next element say, okay, now you take all that space and do something about it. And I just do on flex grab. And in here, we're going to have my column and something as simple as class equal, let's do it like 1/4, but with a padding because I like the paddings. And let's do another element, and this one's going to be class bg white, for example. Oh, our background is white. And let's change this one to bg white 200. Perfect. So now we have, you can see those. So what I want to show you is if I copy this over several times, this is what will happen. We have the line there, and everything's going to be just jumping around to the next level. It's pretty much what I need. So I have that. This is going to be pretty much my card, and I will separate that logic later. But for now, I just want to somehow design it. So I have my, this is going to be actually rounded. We have that so perfect. Shadow large, because every card need to have like a pop-up, perfect. And inside my card, what I want to do is I want to have an image that I know what I want to put there yet. And then I will have my content. And in my content, I will specify something like and it will to have like actually a padding. So let's do a padding 6 in the X, and in the Y's let's do a padding of 4, and then I will have project name, something like this. Of course my project name need to be better stylized, so let's actually do that. Text ray, I don't know, 700. Perfect. Text LG, sorry, MB2. And let's do a text bold. And probably this can jump into 900. Perfect. Oh, wait. Is font bold. A lot better. Now that we have that, I want to have a link. And I don't know where to send it yet. And that link is going to be like go to the project. So let's specify like that for now. And let's put the classes. And because I'm being lazy, I just copy the classes I already had it before. I have those classes already. So I put in the background red, change the color of that background a little bit bigger, text white, font bold, and I added some padding in there. So it actually looks like a button. There you go. Cool. Something that we can do over here probably is overflow hidden. Didn't do much, so let's remove it. And after that, I want to add some description, and actually the description is just before the project. And let's put something like some text, random text. So we have, I want to have the picture at the top, I have the name, some description, and to open that, pretty much. And then I will, because this video is getting longer, let me actually just, after my content, I have some kind of footer, and let me just remove this for now. And let me show you what it does. Let's add some that little hashtags in there. So this actually what it's doing is adding some padding and adding blocks, and we're going to repeat that for the tags hashtags that we're going to put in our project element. If we look for image placeholder over internet, we just select something as simple as this, and in my image I will put it, where is my image here, source. So we look like something like that. But let's do a class of full. Oh, the image is too little. Something like that. Probably not that big. But that is the idea. Like have some kind of card with the image on here, and then the project name, description, open, and have something there. This is what I need. So what I'm going to do in my whole card, and that actually start pretty much here. So I will take this one, and this div is actually, I believe, this one. Yes. We will get all this information, and we cut it, and I cut one longer than I'm not supposed to. Yes, it's that one. I will call my card for now. I will go to my components, card.view, big base, name card. I remove the styling, I don't need it, and I put that over here. Perfect. Now what I need to do is just import card from, and I'm inside my portfolio, components card, and I declare over here and use it over there, and we'll still have the card. This will allow us to have several cards described like this. What I actually need, because I want to show you the portfolio, and we have more cards in there. You will see it working like this. Perfect. So now we need to start working with the cards and start adding content there. So let me stop the video right now, and let's continue for the next one.